Hello and welcome back to New Frontier. Now, I did record the first part of this video, which was liming this field. We rented a lime spreader using the Agco 8150, I think it's called, that tractor over there. But I realised that my computer did some updates and it wasn't recording any audio whatsoever. So, yeah. Well, let's go from here. So I talked about we're getting this field limed. We are going to get it seeded in, but first I want to go for one of the new greenhouses, and we also checked on the chickens. They'd done, I think it was 186 pieces of eggs before. Obviously won't have gone up much. What are we on? 193. So it's going to be a while before we're getting anything from them. So I'm looking to possibly put a greenhouse maybe next to the chickens here with enough of a gap so we can get in and get pallets, so sort of close to the caravan that we placed last time. So let's go and have a look at that. We'll go into construction. Is it in productions? I assume it would be. Yep. So we've got a greenhouse that can have, what is that? Quite a lot of different things. Strawberries, what's that? Garlic, tomatoes, lettuce, different lettuce, leek and chilies. And we can go for even... Oh, they're not too big actually either. Excuse me. So I don't really know what greenhouse to go for. What's this one? They're all very similar, aren't they, in what they do? Mushrooms. We could try mushrooms. We can get one mushroom and then one that can do other sort of... Let's see. How does this look? We could probably put that sort of next to the caravan there. Yeah. And then... because we don't need a massive one for that. And then maybe go for something like this for a second one. Or we put it across the road behind, overlaps with another object. Okay, about... no, I'd rather they were in a similar place at least, so that we can manage them both together. So let's see how they do. So obviously to deal with these we need to get a water tanker and then choose exactly what we're actually going to be... ooh, that's a lot. Yeah, definitely need to look at sorting out ground levelling at some point as well. But for now, let's just get moving, get things going. So we need a water tanker. Can I find them? Slurries. Where will they be? Barrels. 60,050 litres. 17,000. Wow, that's a big jump, that is. $6,050, 2,080. Well, we'll go for the big one anyway, because why not? And that's going to be our water tanker. So we'll have to go and pick that up and find a place to fill it up. And I think there is actually a water buy point literally there next to the shop as well. So I will see you when I've got some water and we are filling up the greenhouses and getting them set up. Now then, that is something. Is there... now then, that is something. Is there a water source on this map? If not, we are going to be up a bit of a creek. Unless... well, we might have to build something here. So let's see. What would it be in? It won't be in silos. It won't be in silo extensions. Containers, maybe. Petrol, fertilizer. Water station can supply your water tanks with fresh water. And that is a water tank as well. So we obviously need to have water, so we're going to have to buy something, aren't we? wonder if we get the mill actually. Don't really want to put it in the way. Put it at the back behind here. There's a trigger point underneath it, so I'm wondering how we get to that. We'll go with it. Let's see if we can actually go and fill up there now. I hope we can, otherwise we've just spent 10 grand on nothing. Let's see. Oh yes, we can get water from there. Brilliant. So that's made life a little bit easier. At least now we actually have a water supply to get water into these. So I'll let this fill up and I'll be with you in just a sec. Okay, so this should be the last lot of water we need. So what we're going to do is first, so we've got chili peppers, garlic, lettuce, Napa cabbage, spring onion, strawberries and tomatoes. And then in the mushrooms we've got enoki and oyster mushrooms. So I want to have a look at which ones of them normally sell for most. So where will I find that? These are the commodities we have at the minute, so prices are pretty good on some of them. What else is there? This. No, that's prices, there you go. So we've got... Where are you? Miscellaneous. Chili peppers, 1524. Enoki, 1425. Garlic, 1524. It looks like it's all going to be the same, so I don't think it'll matter what we actually grow for now. Ooh, lettuce, 3.5. Possibly. So lettuce is a winner at the minute. Napa cabbage, maybe not. Unless we get a lot of cabbage and things like that over lettuce. Oyster mushrooms we will do. Where are you? Where's the rest? Spring onion, strawberries, tomatoes. So I think for which can we turn on? We can activate from here, so we'll activate, yeah, is it 3,000 litres max? Right, so if that's activated and storing, for this, 1,008 cycles per month, 725. 1,050. I think what we'll do is we'll do some chili peppers and tomatoes. There you go. So we've got a couple coming out of that one. So we can take that trailer off there. We'll just go and have a quick look inside the greenhouses. That's just going to keep running and filling it up by the looks of it. Okay. So let's have a look in here. So you can see the chilies and see any tomatoes? Yeah, tomatoes at the front. Oh, cool. So let's just see how they do over time, basically, and the mushrooms. And roll that shut. And then loads of mushrooms. Okay, cool. Right, so we have a couple of greenhouses there ready to earn us some money. We've got chickens laying eggs, getting ready to earn us some money. So our next job is, we need to go and sow in this wheat using the Massey Ferguson 5713S. So we're going to get straight on it. I don't know if I need to unfold this seeder or anything, but let's see how we get on. Right, we are now sowing our first field in FS25. So I'm going to get as much of this done as I can in a time lapse, and I will see you in just a couple of moments. Okay, so we're about halfway through seeding this in. It's taken quite a long time. Obviously this isn't the longest or widest seed drill in the world, but it's doing the job. We've only used not even 250 litres of seeds yet. Obviously I need to get this job finished off, and then we can work on the next thing we've got to do, which would be fertilising this field. But what I do want to talk about is the sunflower seed, the sunflower field there. Now, I don't think it's going to be worth us getting a header, so we might just cultivate that field in. I think taking the sunflowers out of it would just be pointless, really. It's going to cost us more than we're going to actually gain from it, and sunflowers is not something that we're planning on doing anytime soon anyway. Maybe further down the line, if we get an oil production, we can have an olive grove or do some sunflowers or something like that. So I might just cultivate that field in. I'm not too sure yet. I've got a bit of time to decide that. But I'm going to get this finished off, get the fertilising done, and we'll actually move straight into October in this episode, because I want to see how these two productions do in a month. So I'll get this done, and I will see you when this field is finished. Okay, so we are coming to an end of seeding this field of wheat, which will be very, very useful come when we need to feed the chickens later in the year. Well, next year. We may have to buy chicken feed until then. But that is done. Okay, so we can part the seeder up, and we need to really think about what we want to do with that field of sunflowers at some point soon. So, but like I say, first off we want to get the fertilizer, get that sprayed on, and then that field will be pretty much set until we either need to get rid of weeds or we need to do the second lot of fertilizer. So I don't think we're going to need the plough. Actually no, we'll just get this in that behind next to it. There it is, and parked. Beautiful. Now I don't know if this is actually going to be heavy enough for the fertilizer sprayer, but we'll check it anyway, because why not? So So let's go and pick that up. It's only here anyway. Wonder if I'm going to need to modify this to have some weights put on the front. So this is quite big actually, probably too big for this tractor when we do have a larger tractor available to us. But we shall see. But we're not doing a wheelie yet. Cool. So 1,200 litres of fertiliser in there. It seems to be moving, though it is struggling. It's not going to top speed yet. And before we do spray anything on it, we'll just make sure that it definitely needs that. Which it should do. Yield bonus 50%, no fertiliser. Oh, it does need rolling. We'll fertilise it first, now we've got this. But we will get it rolled. So that's a job that we can do. Unfold. How wide is this? I do forget. Alright, that's quite wide. It's not going to take long at all, is it? Let's raise it up a bit. Get into a position. This should be really quick, this. Right, let's go. And we'll be able to see where we've been. Beautiful. Right, I'll get this done. This will be a really quick time lapse. I'll be back in just a minute. Done. I'm trying to leave as little track marks in the field as possible from the tyres, so I'm trying to get in and out of the field as sharp as possible when I've finished the job, but it doesn't seem to be going that well for me at certain points anyway, at least. So we want to find a spot to put this now, probably behind or between the cultivator and the seeder. Just about get it in there, I think. Yeah. Hey, this shed's pretty large, actually. Right, so for a roller, I think really, we'll have a look. See if there's any. Well, that would have come in handy if that was last episode, wouldn't it? 12 grand. Oh well. Right, need a roller. So where will I find them? That's grass care, levels harvesting, yield improvement. Wow, they're expensive. Very expensive. So, how much is that to lease? Yeah, okay, we'll rent a roller just to get. I want the best out of each of these fields as we can get. And for this, we are going to use the Agco, so, which is just sat here, just continuously filling this greenhouse anyway. Oh. Or at least the trailer is anyway. Right, So we've got a Vader stab roller, which is, I believe it's 12 metres. Quite a big old working width. So let's get this done. Pretty sharpish. And then we'll move on to October and see how our productions, well, should I say, well, productions, greenhouses are getting on. Oh, this is heavy. Oh, this is heavy. Heavy boy. Is that pretty much rolling straight away? Yep, that is the rolled texture. Cool. Right, we're going to get this done as quick as possible. Again, one more time lapse for this episode, and I promise that'll be the last one. So I'll see you in a minute. Alright, we're coming up to the last stretch. This tractor really struggles going up this very slight hill. Down into 10th. Come on, Akko, you can do it. Well, we know it can because it's already done it a couple of times, but yeah. it's really struggling to get up there. I can't wait to see really what these two greenhouses actually bring in for us. I'm hoping that's the start of getting a decent income from that and eggs for now, until we start getting some productions on the go. Because I think productions are going to be the way to go. They seem to be in most of the FS games now. So we need to just get that away from field. And we can return this roller from here again. In the menu. The wrong menu. We've got 161 litres of each of them. 78 litres of them. What are they like for? I mean, water's absolutely fine. How do I do it? Vehicles. Now I've got to find the right one. It was this one. Return. Yes. Okie dokie. Alright. So we're going to put the Agco away. Very, very slowly put it away. So now, after all that work on this field, we'll go and check it and see what it's like. Yield bonus 75%. We throw another layer of fertilizer on. That should pretty much take us up to full. Cool. So I don't think there's any pallets showing in these two yet. This has still got water in it and still putting in. So we will go and sleep and just see what it looks like in the morning, see if any or how many pallets have spawned. So let's go through to 8 AM. Yep. Okay, so this grass is quite dry. Have we got any pallets? Not yet. We've got 2 pallets close to coming out there. And anything for mushrooms yet? What's that? Probably half a pallet. And the chickens are filling up a pallet of eggs nicely now. Getting there slowly. So it's going to be slow going, I think, on these for now. Until we really get probably bigger ones. But that's okay. Now let's have a quick look in the vehicle sales. Because I did see some new stuff. That's alright. Ooh, what is this? A tree planter. Plants new trees into the ground. You can buy pallets of saplings at a shop. Oh, I guess you just load the saplings in then. Okay. 240. Wow. That might be something we do at a later date. Obviously, when we start doing the constructables, we will need to start doing quite a lot of tree work to build them. This now has weeds growing in it, so we will need to do herbicide and another fertilizer layer, but that is for the next episode. And we'll quickly go and have a look at this sunflower field. It's going to be ready, I think, but how much actually is a header that will suit our combine harvester? Really too much. So there's every chance that we'll just literally cultivate this field in, make it a bit bigger, and then get it ready for after the winter. Oh no, they're not actually ready yet, are they? No, it's still growing actually. Ooh. Probably still won't do much with them. Right. Okay, so that is all I've got time for today. If you enjoyed the episode, please do like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more on New Frontier on FS25. Goodbye.